Let me tell you about two real Americans. First guy, Mark. Mark earns $97,000 a year in Ohio, good salary, solid job. He's got a 65-inch TV on the wall, a $48,000 truck in the driveway, and a closet so full he had to buy a second dresser. Mark checks his bank account and feels sick. He's got $600 in savings. He's one unexpected bill away from putting dinner on a credit card. Second person, Sandra. Sandra earns $51,000 a year in the same state. She drives a 2017 Honda. Her apartment is clean, simple, kind of empty compared to most. Sandra checked her bank account this morning and felt calm because she has 14 months of living expenses saved, and she invests 22% of every paycheck. Same country, same economy. Sandra earns almost half of what Mark earns and has 20 times the financial stability. This video is not about income. It's about the thing nobody taught you. The hidden cost of everything you own and the rules that financially stable people follow that most Americans never discover. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share will change how you look at your wallet, your home, and your future, starting today. Here's something that nobody puts on the price tag. Everything you buy costs you money twice. The first cost is obvious. It's the number at checkout. You already know that. The second cost is invisible, and it's often bigger than the first. Let me break it down. Cost number one after purchase: space. In most American cities, a square foot of living space costs roughly $30 to $50 per year in implicit rent. That treadmill you bought? It takes up around 20 square feet once you include the clearance space. You're paying $600 to $1,000 every single year just to store a machine that mostly hangs laundry. Cost number two, maintenance. Got a boat? The industry standard says annual upkeep runs about 10% of its value. A $35,000 boat costs you $3,500 a year, even if it sits in the driveway all winter. Cost number three, mental energy. Every item you own quietly lives in your brain. It needs to be cleaned, organized, insured, worried about, eventually replaced. Researchers have found that visual clutter raises cortisol, your stress hormone. Your stuff is stressing you out in ways you can't even consciously feel. Cost number four, opportunity cost. Every $10,000 sitting in stuff you don't use is $10,000 not working for you. Invested in a simple index fund over 15 years, that $10,000 becomes $30,000 to $40,000. You didn't just buy a home gym. You bought a home gym instead of a piece of your financial future. Add these four hidden costs together, and many possessions cost more to own than they cost to buy. The price tag is just the entry fee. The real cost runs for years. Financially stable people, the Sandras of the world, live by a set of rules most people never learn. Here they are. Before you buy anything, ask one question: how many times will I realistically use this? Then do the math. Price divided by uses equals your actual cost. A $180 jacket you wear twice, that's $90 per wear. A $450 jacket you wear 3 times a week for 3 years, that's less than $1 per wear. The expensive jacket is actually 90 times cheaper in real terms. This single calculation destroys impulse purchases on contact. That $280 air fryer you'll use twice a month, $140 per use in year one. That $25 pan you use every day, less than 10 cents per use. Run the math. It never lies. Walk through your home and look at each thing you own. Then ask, if this vanished right now, would I spend money to replace it? Not would I miss it. Would you actually go buy another one? Be honest. Would you replace the bread maker in the cabinet, the exercise bike in the corner, the 40 shirts stuffed into a drawer? All of them? For most items, the answer is no. And that means those items have negative value. They're not giving you anything. They're taking space, energy, and money to maintain. Sell what has value. Donate what someone else needs. Get rid of what serves nobody. You will feel lighter the moment it's gone. guaranteed. Your phone makes calls, sends texts, runs every app you need. It works. But Apple released a new one, and your friend just got it, and yours feels a little old. That feeling has a name. It's called upgrade culture, and it is costing American households a fortune. The average American replaces their phone every 2 to 3 years, usually while the old one works perfectly fine. Over 30 years, that one habit costs between $30,000 and $50,000. Apply that pattern to cars, TVs, furniture, and appliances. You're looking at over $200,000 in completely avoidable spending across a lifetime. Financially stable people follow one rule here. Something is only broken when it genuinely cannot do its job. Boredom is not broken. Wanting something newer is not broken. A neighbor buying a shinier version is not broken. Everything else is just marketing, convincing you to solve a problem you don't have. Most people try to save money through willpower, and willpower fails every time. You're tired after work, you're stressed, you're bored, and the one-click checkout is right there. Financially stable people don't rely on willpower. They design systems that make the right choice, the automatic choice. Here's what that looks like in practice. For spending, add friction. Delete shopping apps off your phone. Remove saved credit card numbers from every retailer website. Set a 24-hour rule. You're not allowed to buy any non-essential item until 24 hours after you first wanted it. Studies show roughly 70% of purchase desires completely vanish within a day if you don't act on them immediately. For saving, remove all friction. Set up automatic transfers to a savings or investment account on payday before you ever see the money. Treat it like rent, non-negotiable. It disappears before you can spend it. Your environment is more powerful than your intentions. Design it accordingly. Here's the purchase mistake that almost nobody sees coming. When you buy something big, you're never just buying one thing. You're buying an entire ecosystem. A boat means a trailer, a hitch-equipped truck, storage fees, insurance, winterization, maintenance supplies, life vests, dock fees. A $35,000 boat can easily turn into a $50,000 plus commitment once the full ecosystem is priced in. A pool means chemicals, a cleaning robot, a cover, deck furniture, landscaping to match, and $200 to $300 a month in increased energy and water bills. Before any major purchase, grab a piece of paper and list every single thing that comes with it. Every accessory, every cost to maintain it, every fee to store it. The real price is almost always 1.5 to 2 times the sticker. And here's the flip side. Selling one major possession often eliminates an entire ecosystem of costs. Sell the boat and the trailer fees, insurance, and storage bills disappear with it. Here's why people earning $300,000 can feel just as financially stressed as people earning $80,000. They never defined what enough looks like. So every time their income grew, their lifestyle grew to match it. They needed another raise just to feel progress. It's a treadmill with no finish line. Financially stable people break this cycle by defining enough in advance. They decide, this is the home I need. This is the car that works for me. This is the wardrobe that's genuinely sufficient. They write it down and they stick to it. When their income grows past that line, the excess doesn't go to a bigger lifestyle. It goes to freedom. The person who defined enough at $55,000 per year and then started earning $120,000 is saving $65,000 annually. Invested consistently, that's a multi-million-dollar future. Meanwhile, the person earning the same $120,000 but constantly redefining enough saves almost nothing. Same income, completely different lives. Let me ask you something. If your job became toxic tomorrow, your boss, your hours, your environment, could you walk away? Not in 5 years. Tomorrow. If your mom got sick and needed you for 6 months, Could you be there without financial panic? Could you start a business right now without a guaranteed paycheck? These are what financially stable people call optionality. And optionality is the real definition of wealth. The person earning $200,000 but spending $198,000 has almost zero optionality. They are chained to their paycheck. One layoff and everything collapses. The person earning $70,000 but spending $42,000 has enormous optionality. They can absorb a crisis. They can take a risk. They can say no. Every purchase you make is a trade. You're not just exchanging money for an object, you're trading future freedom for a present possession. Sometimes that trade is absolutely worth it. Most of the time, it isn't. Here's what nobody tells you about minimalism and money. It's a two-way street. When you own less, you save more. When you save more, you feel secure. When you feel secure, the desperate urge to buy things to fill the void, it fades. You stop needing stuff to feel successful. Your bank account tells you the story you want to hear, so you stop looking for it in a shopping cart. The opposite cycle is just as real. Spend everything, feel anxious. Feel anxious. Spend to feel better for an hour. Spend more, feel more anxious. Round and round until something breaks. Mark, $97,000 a year, $600 in savings, is stuck in that second cycle. Sandra, $51,000 a year, 14 months of savings, found her way into the first one. Both cycles are available to you right now, regardless of what you earn. Here's what I want you to do this week. Pick one room, walk through it slowly. For every item you see, ask, if this disappeared today, would I pay to replace it? Anything you wouldn't replace, sell it, donate it, or toss it. Do this for 30 minutes. Then, starting tomorrow, add one rule. Nothing non-essential gets purchased until 24 hours after you first wanted it. Just that one rule. Give it 30 days. Then, this month, automate one transfer, even $50, even $25. Set it to leave your checking account on payday before you can see it or touch it. Watch what happens over 90 days. Small moves, consistent. That's how the Sandras of the world are built. Not through luck, not through income, but through clarity about what actually matters. If this hit you differently than you expected, share it with someone you know who needs it. And if you want to go deeper on this, my next video covers exactly how to set up an automated savings system from scratch, even if you're starting with nothing. I'll see you there.